Hey guys, how's it going? Now in this video we're going to be talking about the very new contract DLC that'll be coming out for GTA Online 5 days from now on December 15th. Now in this video I'm just going to be talking about how much money I think that you guys are going to need for this DLC when it comes out. So in the top right corner of the screen, I think everyone can see that I'm not really that rich in GTA Online right now. I only have like $4,000. I'm very poor and I'm not really that prepared for this DLC. I haven't really had that much time to play GTA lately. I've been busy with other things. But anyway, that's not really the point of this video. So anyway, I think that you're going to need a lot of money for this DLC because this is a December DLC. And Rockstar tends to make the December DLCs worth a lot of money. Like the last December DLC that we got was the Perico heist. And that added a lot of new vehicles like the Toreador. And you had to buy a whole new submarine in order to access the main heist. While the last DLC we got in the summer was the Los Santos Tuners, and if you weren't really a car guy, you didn't really need a lot of money for that DLC. So that means Rockstar, they tend to make the summer DLCs not really that expensive, but the December DLCs that are in the winter, they tend to make those more expensive. And in my opinion, for this DLC, you're going to need a whole new property if you want to do this whole new contract storyline that'll be going on in it. So in the video that I made a couple days ago, I basically shared my thoughts on the trailer for the contract DLC, and in that video I shared that this screenshot here, I thought that screenshot was actually going to be an extra property that's going to be added to the game with this DLC. But a lot of you guys in the comment section, you guys pointed out that it looked just like the CEO office, and it wasn't really a new property at all. But just in case it actually is a new property, I suggest having at least $10 million out for that, because Rockstar tends to make the new properties a little bit expensive. Then all the extra stuff you can add to the properties will also add a few $1,000,000 to it. So I recommend having at least $10 million around just for the new properties. Now the second point that I have for this video is how Rockstar tends to add a lot of new vehicles every time you get a new DLC. For the Perico heist and the Los Santos Tuners DLC, Rockstar added a lot of new vehicles to the game for those. So if you're a PvP player, you might be more interested in the weaponized vehicles that might come out in this DLC. And if you're more of a car guy, you might be more interested in the supercars that might come out in this DLC. Now in my opinion, both the weaponized vehicles and the supercars can get pretty expensive, so you're going to need a lot of money aside if you want to afford those. Now I'm not exactly sure how many new vehicles are going to be added with this DLC, but based on previous GTA Online updates, like the Los Santos Tuners update, for that update we had 10 new vehicles added, but those are just the vehicles that were added on launch day. If you guys don't know, after a DLC launches, in the next coming weeks, Rockstar tends to release more vehicles as part of Drip Feed, so we're definitely going to be seeing that with this new contract update. So for the new vehicles, I don't know how many vehicles are going to be added in total after the original vehicles and then after that the drip feed. I don't know how much vehicles there will be in total yet, but I recommend having probably at least 20 million for the new vehicles that will be added. The reason why I recommend having at least $20 million for the vehicles is because for the vehicles, they can be pretty expensive. Then after you buy the vehicles, you also have to customize them and buy a lot of customizations for them. So in my opinion, that's why I think having at least $20 million would be enough for the vehicles. So guys, those are pretty much all the tips that I have to give you all for this video. Let me know in the comments down below how much money you guys think that you're going to need for this DLC. In this video, this is just my opinion on it, but in the comments, I'm excited to hear what you guys' opinions are. So in total, if you count the new properties and the new supercars and weaponized vehicles that'll be added, that should bring you up to about at least $30 million that you're going to need for this DLC. Anyway, I'm actually very excited for this DLC to come out. I can't wait to see how this new storyline is going to work with both Franklin and Lamar in GTA Online. I can't wait to see how that works out. But most importantly of all, I just hope that Rockstar doesn't find a way to overhype this and disappoint the community again, just like how they did with the Perico heist last year. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But anyway, that's going to be pretty much everything for this video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.